What it is, good people, it's your boy P Double One half for the Bootleg Cable Podcast. I'm just getting off work, driving to the crib, and I was on the internet, and today I just seen that a new video or some body cam footage of the whole George Floyd incident was released, and then obviously certain pages and sites and all that stuff is picking up the video and dissecting it and going through it and basically trying to justify their point that George Floyd was resisting and ultimately he deserved to die or he caused his own death, right? So in the midst of all of that, there's this meme that goes around on the internet, and it's the meme of Bobby Shmurda while he's on trial in the courtroom. And there's Bobby Shmurda in the front with his prison suit on. There's a lawyer that's standing back right behind Bobby Shmurda, and I believe that there's a bailiff or a police officer or something like that in the courtroom standing behind the lawyer. So the meme reads that there's 3 different black men in 3 different positions in life. And basically, the color of your skin don't decide where you end up in America. It's all about your choices, right? And this meme, a lot of white folks like to post this, and it to me it seems like it makes them feel good when they post this meme, because it's kind of like, see, and you know, you get the I agree wholeheartedly and da 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 da. And the thing is that yes, for the most part, your choices do determine where you end up in life, whether you black, white, or da 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 da. But life ain't as simple as this meme would like it to be. And I need white folks to understand that. Because, and when I say white folks, I'm not talking about all white folks. I'm talking about the ones that post shit like this and make it seem like, haha, someone gets it, or someone gets me. Whoever created this, they get me. They understand that black folks is out here. We just they when they post shit like this, they make it seem like as black folks we just out here bullshitting, and we're not understanding what's going on in everyday life. It makes it seem like us as black folks is just out here playing the victim every day of our life, where it's just like, boo-hoo me, I'm a black man in America, and oh my gosh, I'm getting treated so bad, and somebody come save me. Dude, that is not the attitude of black folks in America. It might be the attitude of some, but it's definitely not the attitude of the majority of black folks in America. At least not the ones that I know, right? So when y'all post shit like this, man, one, you have never walked a day in the life of a black man in America. And until you do that consistently, you cannot speak on what it is like to be a black man in America. You cannot speak on it. You don't have, yes, I could tell you my experiences. I could tell you how I feel about certain situations. I could tell you stories of my life. I could tell you how, you know what I mean, when I got into an elevator, how white people reacted. I could tell you about white folks going across the street as I'm walking down the street, or if I'm riding a bicycle or whatever the case is. I could tell you stories about people looking at you at a different way, where it's just like, wow, you are educated. You do know how to speak proper English. Oh my gosh. When people are surprised that you got some sense in you. I could speak to white folks that don't understand these things all day, every day. And some of them will get an understanding, or some of them it'll change their tune a little bit. But the other ones, it's just gonna go in one ear and out the other one, and they're just gonna make excuses for anything and everything, or try to find a comeback for everything that I'm saying, rather than just listening to what's going on. I'm not one of these people that's out here playing victim, man. I teach my kids to not play fucking victim, to not be a fucking victim. I teach them that all day, every day. But sometimes certain situations happen that, yes, it is the color of our skin. Yes, it's because I'm black. And y'all just can't get it through your fucking head that shit like this happens. Does it happen all the time? No. Is it every day? No. But it happens. And sometimes it happens more frequently than I even know it. So it's a lot of different stuff that we can get into when we talk about things like redlining, when we're talking about loans, how black folks get less amount of loans, small business loans, this, that, and the third. We could talk about different kind of economic programs. We could talk about police, and we could talk about a lot of different fucking shit. And unless you open up your eyes, and unless you are willing to listen to what people are saying to you, and stop trying to rebuttal everything, and stop trying to discredit everybody, discredit every black person that speaks on what's going on in America and what's wrong with America, unless you stop doing that shit and open up your eyes and open up your ears and listen and try to feel and be compassionate to what's going on and try to encourage other people that look like you to change the way that they think, try to change their actions, unless you start doing shit like that, then really shut the fuck up, man. Don't be out here posting these memes for fucking self-validation. Don't do that shit. Don't do that shit. And it sucks that a person like me need to get on video and make videos like this for people to understand, and then they still won't understand. You still gonna have a whole bunch of racist motherfuckers in the comments, or, you know what I mean, people feeling some kind of way of what I'm saying or whatever the case is. It's just like, yo, I'm an educated motherfucker, right? But I've also had my trials and tribulations to get to where I am in life right now. I am not a fucking victim. I ain't playing victim. I work hard every fucking day. I teach my family values and shit that they should have. You know what I mean? It's y'all just need to fucking understand, man. Try to understand. That's all that I'm asking. I think that's what majority of black folks is trying to ask white folks in this country. Just to understand. I'm not asking you to feel sorry for me. I'm not asking you for a fucking handout. I'm not asking you for none of that. I'm asking you to understand. Have some fucking compassion. Don't try to discredit me and my experiences in daily life in this country. I have friends that tell me exactly what white people say behind closed doors. I have friends who tell me how white folks think, because he's a white person. He's a white person, and he has been in front of people that had these conversations, and he's had to check people over the racism and the stuff that they say behind closed doors, and the stereotypes, the negative stereotypes that they have that lead to negative consequences for black folks. He told me about it. He tells me about all of this shit. He tells me that for the most part, what black folks think about the majority of racist white folks or prejudiced white folks in the country, the majority of what we think is right. Those conversations happen. They are afraid of, daughters bringing home a black dude, or black people getting to a certain point in society and all that shit. Motherfuckers is afraid of that. So they want to maintain the status quo, and certain shit gets put into place from the highest levels of the government all the way down to the fucking bottom. But y'all want to make it seem like, all you got to do is pull yourself up by the bootstraps and everything will be all right. You work hard and you're going to get to everywhere you need to be in life. That ain't always the fucking case, man. It's not. Understand it. That's it. My rant is done. Peace. Bootleg Cable Podcast. Subscribe to this shit if y'all want to. Shout outs to the homie Killer. He been going through some shit right now, and we ain't been able to do the podcast, but hopefully we'll be back in a little minute, and everything will be good, man. Fuck with your boy. Out.